The following is a presentation of Western Farmers Electric Cooperative.
Hi, I'm Information Specialist Howie Jackson out of the Anadarko location. Today, we're going to be taking you on a trip to New Mexico. Upon finding out that I was going to be taking this trip to New Mexico, I realized that there is a large portion of the Western farmers' employment that will never make it out to New Mexico. So we decided to make sure we documented this trip and take you along with us. We have 4 cooperative members who call New Mexico home. We're going to head down Highway 152 and meet up on I-40 out by Sayre, where one of our other cooperatives, the North Fork Electric Cooperative, is housed as well. Coming out of Sayre, we're going to get on I-40 westbound and stay on that until we get to Amarillo, Texas. Ever had a big Texan steak? They're okay. We're going to head south out of Amarillo, and then we're going to turn southeast towards Clovis, New Mexico. There's also a really good chance that the beef you bought out of your supermarket came from some of these feedlots out here in the Texas Panhandle. We're going to go through some different towns, some of them called Hereford, another one called Bovina, and cattle is the major business in the Texas Panhandle. Clovis, New Mexico is the home of Farmers Electric Cooperative. Farmers Electric Cooperative began in 1938 and currently serves eastern New Mexico in the counties of Curry, Debaca, Guadalupe, Harding, Quay, Roosevelt, and San Miguel. They maintain 4,295 miles of line in those counties, serve 6,875 customers, and have 13,120 meters on their system. Their annual meeting is typically in May. We'll be making another trip out that way when it comes up. Clovis is the home also to Cannon Air Force Base. We had to make a detour because of a bridge closing and drove by Cannon Air Force Base. We'll head down to Portales, New Mexico, which is just a short 25-minute drive from Clovis. Roosevelt County Electric Cooperative has been in business for over 84 years. They have 2,676 miles of line, and they have 6,060 meters. The night of their annual meeting, they did reach a quorum, and business for the co-op was taken care of. Roosevelt hosts their annual meeting at Eastern New Mexico University in Portales. The event is hosted in the ballroom of the Campus Student Union. The communications team will set up a booth at our member cooperative annual meetings. However, some cooperatives have gone totally 100% to a drive-through meeting. This cooperative chooses to stay in person. Even though we have 4 cooperatives and you would think they would be close together, it's almost a 2-hour drive from Portales down to Artesia, New Mexico to our next co-op. Our southern 2 co-ops in New Mexico are Central Valley Electric Cooperative and Lee County Electric Cooperative. Central Valley is located in Artesia, and guess what? We get to drive through Roswell, the home of the aliens, on our way to Artesia, New Mexico. Lots of different alien-themed sideshow amusements and different decorations line the streets of downtown Roswell. Notice the alien eyes on the street lamps. Trivia time: what OU record-setting quarterback hails from Artesia, New Mexico? Give up, it's Landry Jones. While in Artesia, you're only a short 45-minute trip from Carlsbad Caverns. Central Valley Electric Cooperative service territory primarily covers the rural areas of Eddy, Chavez, and parts of Lee and Otero County. Service begins 35 miles north of Roswell and extends south of Artesia to Brantley Lake and then southwest to just north of Carlsbad Caverns. Central Valley in Artesia has 4,395 members and serves 14,945 different meters. One can't help but notice leaving Artesia the massive refinery on the north side of the road as we exit. We're going to make our way east to our last co-op in New Mexico, Lee County Electric Cooperative. This is a clue as to what we're going to see on the scenery between Artesia and Lovington, New Mexico. Yep, those are oil wells as far as the eye can see. This area in between Artesia and Lovington is the northwest section of the Permian Basin. You've probably heard of that before. Lee County Electric Cooperative was incorporated in 1949. They energize over 16,000 meters in areas of southwestern New Mexico and West Texas. They serve portions of Chavez, Eddy, and Lee counties in New Mexico, and Cochran, Gaines, and Yoakum counties in Texas. As you could see from the video on the drive over, their largest industry is definitely the oil field. Another interesting feature here in Lovington, New Mexico is LCEC generation, which was assigned to Western Farmers upon the cooperative joining with Western Farmers. We did find several Western Farmers employees from Anadarko and more when we were on site. The 5 Wärtsilä engines in this power plant provide 46.7 megawatts of intermediate and peaking generation. This power plant actually earned Power Magazine's Top Power Plant Award when it was unveiled in 2012. These are gas-fired reciprocating engines. Upon entering when the engines are running, they actually do sound like a very, very large engine, even with hearing protection in. We hope we informed you on our cooperatives in New Mexico, plus the LCEC generation plant. Until next time, I'm Howie Jackson.